My name's Marcus Bleasdale and I'm a photojournalist. I'm here in Central Africa documenting the Lord's Resistance Army and the effect that the Lord's Resistance Army has on the civilian population in the countries of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Central African Republic and Uganda. I'm here doing this for Human Rights Watch and the Pulitzer Center for Crisis Reporting. And the whole idea behind this is that in May of this year, 2010, President Obama signed into law an act which would commit the United States to help finance and also help with logistics, either through their own troops or financial support on the ground for the whole region. And previous attempts at stopping the LRA have not been very effective, and in fact have been completely disastrous for the local population in Congo and Central African Republic. Many thousands have been killed as a result of a botched bombing in 2008 on Garamba Park in Congo. And what we're here to do is to take testimony from the people that have been most affected by the Lord's Resistance Army in these three countries, and a lot of the people will be people that have been affected by that specific bombing and the fallout that that came upon Democratic Republic of Congo and Central Africa as a result of that bombing. We'll be travelling through DRC on motorbikes through the bush into some of the most remote areas of DRC, places where people haven't been for many years, sometimes decades. I know that some areas are so remote they haven't seen vehicles in some time, since the mid-1980s. And it's going to be a very tough trip, I'm sure. The idea behind it, because a lot of the places I envisaged, that a lot of the places that we're going to be in are going to be quite remote and also quite void of civilian activity. And that as a photographer is quite challenging, as a researcher it's quite challenging. To get the testimony in the first place, but also then to visually represent that, so that the user of this information that we gather gets some form of information and has an enhanced understanding from what it is that we create here, in terms of what it is that's going on the ground. So I think it's going to be pretty difficult. I think it's going to be quite exhausting. But also I think it's extraordinarily important that this message gets out to the world, that these people in these forgotten zones, people have never spoken to before, will at least have a voice, and that voice hopefully will be heard.